Things are going to happen in your life. But remember this, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it. You can stop complaining about life is unfair to me. No, it ain't. It's just life. In life, it is going to happen to you. But you have to go on. You have to find the strength from somewhere. If you don't have the strength, let me tell you something. God does have it. God is the provider of everything. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for my faith, I ain't standing here today. I would just flat out tell you that. And listen to me, you're talking to a hood cat. I come from nothing. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. After that, I applied that theory to my life, that joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. Because I've learned so much in life. I had to change what I was thinking 2 years ago. I work all the time. And I found myself, I found myself starting to get a little run down. I started getting real fatigued. And I started noticing that I was starting to talk about my workload. And one day I caught myself. Somebody sent me something. Because I was just talking about how much I got to do, how I'm always tired, and how I'm always beat down, and I'm woe down. And somebody sent me something that changed my whole life. You know what they sent me? The plaque said, I can't complain about all that's on my plate when my whole goal was to eat. God is good, man. Give God a chance.
I may not like it, but I'm not a whiner. I'm a warrior. I know I can handle this. Don't complain about the pain. Without the pain, we couldn't reach the fullness of our destinies. Sometimes we bring pain on ourselves. We make poor choices, get in a relationship we know is not good, or maybe get over our head in our spending. Now it's painful. We're having to deal with the consequences. All of us experience pain. My challenge, don't just go through it, grow through it. That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new confidence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you. But you know what that's doing? Wasting your pain. That pain is not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you, to increase you, to develop you. Difficulties are a part of life. Now quit telling yourself you can't take it. You're not weak. You are well able. Eventually the pain will pass. You'll give birth to new strength. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And there will always be forces trying to convince us to settle where we are. Life has a way of pushing our dreams down. They can become buried under discouragement, buried under past mistakes. There are dreams buried under divorce, buried under low self-esteem. It's easy to settle for mediocrity even though we have all this potential buried on the inside. What are you remembering? The hurt, the pain, what didn't work out? Turn it around and remember your dream.
Don't judge the possibilities for what you can do based upon the circumstances, because the circumstances won't determine who you are. See, I say if you look at your life, and if you're not getting what you want, you owe it to yourself to do something differently. If you're on a job, 85% they say of Americans go to jobs that they're unhappy. If you're doing something 8 hours a day that you don't like, it's not giving you what you want, it's not giving you a strong feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment. That's the capacity of human beings. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made. It doesn't matter how many flops you've had. It doesn't matter how much money you've lost. In fact, I see it only as an investment of what you learn from life, not losses, but investments of what's possible for you. And I say to you that once you start listening to yourself, and as you begin to act on your dream, as you start just trying to find your way, doing what you can with what you have, you will start seeing things opening up for you. You'll start attracting people. You say, where'd they come from? Things will start coming together, clicking for you. You say, whoa, you start brainstorming. Ideas will come out of nowhere as you focus on it. The key to it is to begin to focus on what it is you want to do. Why, Les? Why is that important? Because as you focus on that which you want to do, that which we focus on, that which we give our energy to, it will begin to multiply. It will begin to expand. It will begin to develop your consciousness. And out of that comes your greatness.
All I want to tell you is that you matter. That's all I want to say. Because you think with how connected we are in society and how we can have a huge spectrum where people think others are more valuable than they are. You think people who are famous are more valuable than you. But guess what? They're not. They're not. Everybody holds something so unique. The DNA that is in your very body will not be replicated the same ever again. You are 100% unique, and this tells me something. This tells me that you have something unique to offer the world. I don't want you to give up. If you have irrational thoughts about suicide, about self-harm, about giving up and leaving this world, do not listen. This may be the depression talking. We were built and we have evolved to survive. And you will survive this day, you will survive tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year. I have no doubt in my mind the strength you hold, because if you have made it this far, and I know you've destroyed barriers, I know you have climbed walls, I know you have broken down stigma because you are still here. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know you have value. It doesn't matter where you lie on the spectrum. Everybody holds the same value. It does not matter what language you speak, the color of your skin, what you wear, what you sound like. You matter to me and you matter to the world, and there are people that love you, and that's why you need to stay here. That's why life is worth fighting for, because you can make a difference. If you make a difference in one person's life throughout your whole lifetime, and you just impact the world positively once, it's completely worth it. Stay strong.